Hello guys. Actually, let's see if people are joined. Hello guys, am I audible? Okay, two people are joined. Let's see if new people are going to join. So in this session, what we'll do is we'll try to analyze the Nifty along with the option chains, what has happened along, in the data, how it has progressed in the last week. So what we can expect in the upcoming week, because in the upcoming week also, if you see, there is a budget uh, 2024 which is going to come in this week. So as per, if you see, there is a announcement that interim budget is because we will have a central election, so hence we are going to be having a not a full budget, but it will be interim. Once the re-election has happened, then we will see. But however, if you see, it is scheduled particularly on 1st February, wherein which is going to be the expiry day. Uh, Here, if you see the 1st of February, so we will see a lot of volatility on especially the expiry day. So we need to be very careful with respect to that. So there are some uh, things that might happen during the live session from the for the budget session. So we need to keep an eye on how the Nifty might behave, and we need to check out the data also. But most important thing is that we need not to be too aggressive in any trades. If it is, we should be ready to take SLs, and then we can move ahead. But going to if you guys have anything, you can you know write in the comment section. We can discuss over regarding that as well. But let's start ahead with the weekly time frame of the weekly time frame in the Nifty. Let me delete this line. So if you observe in the last two candles for the weekly candle, there has been two bodies wherein previously, if you compare, let me delete this and the, observe these two candles, particularly these two candles, wherein we have seen wicks at the bottom and the body was very small here, and particularly there was a huge wick and the body had closed. It had a very decent body compared to the previous candle. But in the last 2 weeks, what has happened is like it has engulfed all the candles over here, and especially if you see these two candles have been engulfed by this couple of candles. So one, two, three, four weak candles have been engulfed by these two candles. Particularly, this candle was a very good, but there was a buying momentum at the support wherein it itself had engulfed these four candles. So, however, this candle has given a closing almost, if you the close opening of this candle was around 365, and this closing has come almost around 352, wherein it has not broken, but intraday basis it had broken. But however, we have seen a closing almost at the opening of this 26-week candle. So coming to on a weekly time frame basis, this looks a bit, but however, there is a buying momentum at the low. So the important levels that come from the weekly analysis is the 21,137 and 21,285. So comparatively, let's mark this lines over here and along with this as well. So as of now, we have this. Let's mark this colors as a different for the weekly. We will make this as maybe red for these two candle for these two lines. So now we have the base weekly base as the 21,130 and 21,000 350 odd levels comparatively. This is on a closing time basis, and this is with respect to the last week's low. So coming to the previous no, if suppose this level is also taken out, 21,132 is taken out, then we might expect 21,000, 20,000, almost 21,000 to 20,950 odd levels. So this might be our target. If this level is taken on intraday basis or on a closing time frame basis, we might expect 20,950 or 950 to 900 levels, 21,000 to 950 levels. So let's move ahead with the daily time frame. We might see how. Let me observe. Okay, on a daily time frame basis, if you observe, there is a pattern that is being developed over here. There is a shoulder over here and some sort of an head, and there is a shoulder pattern formation. Particularly, if, let me redraw this. This is the shoulder, and this is the. Let's clear this a bit. Okay, this is the pattern that is formation on the like if you observe this pattern over here, uh, shoulder, this shoulder, and this is the head pattern, wherein this shoulder high is almost equal to the shoulder of this point. So let me take this. The high of this candle is around 21,593. So if you observe in the last week also we had made around in this candle, if you see 21,750, 21,720 odd levels. So with respect to this, the high is around 21,600. So with respect to that, 600 to 700 zone is going to be important, because this is not exactly it is not clear like a head pattern, but with respect to this pattern, what we can see is this is the formation over here. So shoulder, and the head. So if the important level is 21,130 to 21,200, if you expect, then we might. My intention is around like 20,800 to 21,000 is will be expected in the coming weeks. Not this week, but particularly because of the budget, we might see volatility, and if the budget is not good, then we will see some correction as well. So on a daily time frame basis, there was this a big candle, and then we saw huge buy momentum at this point. However, on the Friday there was slight consolidation too, and then the last half an hour there was a huge momentum. But the important thing to watch out on a daily time frame basis is this: if I take the high and the low of this candle, almost it is 550 points. So the if I mark the 50% of this 550 is around like 250 plus another 20. So 275 is the level wherein the 50% of this candle will come. So exactly this is the line. Usually I follow is like unless and until the 50% of this huge body is not taken out, I will not be bullish particularly. So if you observe, the high of this candle also is around 21,450. So if you mark the 50% of this candle, it comes around almost similar to 21,480 to 500 odd level. So the important thing is like the 50% of this candle, 50% of this, like I am writing over here, candle. So it is comes around 21,500. Let's assume it as a round figure. And with respect to this, unless and until 21,500 to 550, like it's we need to give buffer of around some 20-30 points. Like I am assuming it as 20,550. So if you observe here at this point, so unless exactly at this point, if you observe 21,350 is having around 227, wherein the 21,350 is showing around the 130 points. So with respect to here, if we see the OI interest, which has been around open interest is around 4 lakh, around 21,300 is around 20 lakhs, and 21,300 call side is around 15 lakhs. So if you observe here the premium, what is there on the particular call side, it is bit higher compared to the put side. So there is a buffer on the high side. If you see, the people would have sold the 21,300 calls, they might expect around 250, 260 points. So 21,550 is the zone wherein these people will be comfortable. Till this point, they will be comfortable. So, but however, if you see the put premium on the downside is 21,300 minus if you do 110, so it comes around 21,190 odd levels. So wherein we have seen in the last week 21,210 to 220 there has been a bounce back. So with respect to as of now the data from 21,300, it is suggesting that 21,190 on the low side and 21,550 to 500 levels with respect to the data and the even the analysis what we had done in the Nifty on a 5 minute time frame, sorry 15 minute and as well as on a daily time frame basis, as I said, like the 50% of this it comes around 21,500, and couple of days on Thursday, sorry on Wednesday and Thursday we have seen the high of this the Nifty which had made us around 21,480 and 21,460. So with respect to on a closing time frame basis, 21,480 to 21,500 is going to be important with respect to the price action along with the data. So what we are seeing from 21,300 call and the put writers. So the premium which is coming around is around 21,500 to 21,200 level. So with respect to on 15-minute time frame basis, particularly this zone is going to be important. If you as I drawn this trend line over here, and this is a trend line, and this has been a huge sell-off. There has been particular points rejection at this point rejection, and there has been support at this particular points couple of points. When you observe, there is a confluence of this 200 moving average, and along with this trend line, if we see some the rejection at this point, we can go into the short trade, and we can be we need to very quick because in the next week the budget will be there. So if we are seeing any decent movement, decent momentum on the downside, and we are in a good profit, we need to trail the stop loss, or if you are comfortable with that profit, you can exit along with that. So coming to the Nifty, we have seen the data, and there has been decent call writing on the there are comparatively if you see put writing minus call writing has been very decent. In the sense there has been it was a bit negative on the in the intraday basis, but at the closure time it has come little bit positive, but however overall it is in still negative side. So coming to the Nifty Bank on a daily time frame basis, if you observe daily time frame basis, Nifty Bank Nifty has already retested its 200 moving average on a daily time frame basis. However, if you see let's have a look at the Nifty. The 200 moving average is somewhere at 1977. So the 200 the Nifty is too far from 200 moving average. But however, if you see the Bank Nifty has already corrected it. There was a momentum wherein, but however, it has fizzled out, and we have seen 200 moving average already. So a little bit if then it comparatively if you see on a daily time frame basis, Nifty is strong. As of now, Bank Nifty is pretty much weak compared because it has already retested its 200 moving average. However, there might be a bounce back with respect to 200 moving average, and we might see around 45,500. Already we have seen on a daily time frame basis, this high is around 41,000, sorry, 45,485, and the low of this, if you observe, is 45,485. So exactly this line is going to be the important, wherein this gap is the gap zone. So particularly if Bank Nifty is trying to take resistance at this point, this would be a good trade. But however, if this zone is taken out, we might expect huge momentum of almost like 800 to 900 points, and we can test 46,000 to 46,500 in a quick succession. But however, this zone is going to be important, 45,000. Let me clear this. 45,000, sorry, the 46,600, sorry, 45,500, and for this high is also 45,500. So unless and until 45,000 is taken out, 45,500 or 45,000 on an intraday basis, if you observe 45,000 is able to sustain at this point, then we might expect till around bounce back till 45,500. But however, the major resistance will be happening at 45,500 level. So as of now, what I'm going to do in the coming weeks is like I'm going to sell Nifty and Bank Nifty if there is a dead cap bounce and I see a resistance taking, and then I will try to enter in a positional basis short side. But however, it will be a riskier because of the budget, because there will be a lot of spike in the premiums. Coming to the intraday basis, if you let's go and check out the Nifty bank. Particularly, there has been this trend which is happening at this point. Okay, there is in Nifty it was like something like this, and there has been formation of something pattern on the Nifty. But however, if you see Bank Nifty, there is after a sell-off, there has been consolidation and it is going on the downside. However, if this 44,400 to 44,500 level is taken out, we might see a crackdown till around 43,800 to 43,500. But however, that is going to be case in the week, in the upcoming week. We need to keep an eye because already there has been a major correction in HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. So, however, ICICI Bank is still strong. Axis Bank, we have seen some correction. So, I'll be updating about this all the data or whatever. I'll be taking the trades in the Telegram. So, be active if you want to take trade, but it will be study purpose basis. It is up to you to take trade and you have to act accordingly. So that's it for today's live stream, and I'll be updating about the trades that I'll be taking and the PNL statement as well in the upcoming videos. Okay, guys, see you in the next video and then the live stream. Bye.